cars. We will start off with T-spine. I'm gonna come collapsed, kneeling, so block off everything in my lower body. I'm gonna hold on to one of the blocks, gonna give it a nice squeeze, and then I'm going to take a deep breath in, really squeeze, and I'm really gonna try and get as much range as I can for this T-spine. Because we are warming up, not just going through the motions to wake the body up. We're really trying to get it primed, go like one way, then the other way, tick-tock back and forth. We're really trying to get the body primed for the class ahead. Each time that you complete a rep each side, then on the next rep, try to get a little bit further. Try to rotate and feel those obliques. Really try to laterally tilt as much as we can. Squeeze nice and tight, take a nice deep breath in, and really try and just isolate that T-spine. Just tick-tock back and forth. So go one direction, then once you hit that rep, change the direction and go all the way around to the other side. Just really try to close your eyes if you can, or if you want to, and think about like concentrating on that T-spine and just trying to move it from the T-spine as much as possible. Try to minimize movement from the lower body, minimize movement from your head, and just really think about rotating, laterally tilting, extending all the way round to the other side, laterally tilting again, rotating, flexing. Awesome. And then we're going to go into a little bit of spinal segmentation. Always good to get that spine, just the segmentation reps in. Full flexion, like so, and then trying to extend or arch one vertebrae at a time, lower back, all the way up to through thoracic, into cervical, and then full extension, and then just go back down to the lumbar, try and tuck or flex, and just think lower lumbar, mid lumbar, upper lumbar, then lower thoracic, mid thoracic, upper thoracic, then lower cervical, mid, higher. Same rep, nice and slow. I'm going to change direction, or you can just do one rep of the same, but I like to throw in one. So we're lifting the head and just going from top to bottom instead of bottom to top. And then when you get to full extension, top, head goes down, tucks the chin. And the last thing to flex is your lower back. Oh. Stay in your hands and knees. On your hands and knees. Just try and lock off everything, and we're just going to move the pelvis. So first of all, just think of that anterior, posterior. Literally, just don't let everything move. Just try to focus on your lower half. And then I want you to hike the pelvis. So like, think of like squeezing the obliques. Just going to put it all into one. So anterior tilt, squeeze one side, tuck, squeeze the other side, making pelvic circles. Trying to keep everything else really still, just moving from the pelvis. And whatever feels good here, go for it. Like if you want to stay really, really strict and small circles, trying to control everything, close your eyes, think about it. Or if you just want to be really kind of relaxed and let everything get involved, I would try the former first, just to try and keep everything nice and still and controlled. That's the key. If you're just moving around and flailing, you might feel a little bit better, but you're not going to get that knowledge and control of what's actually potentially limiting you or holding you back. Okay, so for the hips, you can be standing, you can be side lying. You're going to do 3 reps each side, and again, just think of first rep 30-40%, second rep crank it up to 70-80, last rep really try to squeeze out as much as possible. So deep breath in, pack that air down, first rep, nothing too crazy, just really try and isolate that hip. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Close your eyes if you need to. And then second rep, ramp it up. Pay particular attention and focus to that extension. So you want to feel the hamstrings and the glutes, but not compensate in the lower back. Last rep as hard as you can. Find that flexion, internally rotate, squeeze, externally rotate, squeeze. Do that once more. And then come out into abduction, 2 reps, internal squeeze, external squeeze. And then drive back, lower back strong, no compensations, all the way back into extension. Hold that extension, externally rotate, so you'll probably touch the floor. And then internal, which is the hard one. External, internal, back down, knees together, reverse that movement. Oh, my hips, I feel tired already. Change over. If I sniff a lot, I apologise, I'm very sniffy. Straight in to that first rep. 30-40% irradiation, feeling the glutes and hamstrings as focus. Oh man. Don't forget to ramp it up on the second rep. Last rep then. Full flexion, 2 reps of the axials, finding your end and fighting for more, really giving it a good squeeze. Especially in that extension. Keep the pelvis strong, keep that tilt posterior, don't let the lower back arch. Lay on your back, stay laying on your back, literally tucking, squeezing, like groin to belly button, tilting, from like laterally tilting, and then anteriorly tilting, and making that big circle. Just getting a feel for the pelvis and warming it up. You can either keep going and stay in this position. We're literally just going to do some like lumbar rotations, side to side, like windscreen wipers. But like sort of standard position, have your knees together. If you want to feel a little bit of a different sensation, you can cross the legs. It'll just give you a little bit more range. We just want to work the lower back. So imagine like everything else is frozen. You're just going to come down really, really slow until you feel like you can't go any further. And then up, over to the other side. You might get a click. That's fine, just make sure you're going really slow, really controlled. We're going to come back to this exercise after the next exercise. It's almost just like a little filler in between. Keep breathing, concentrate, close your eyes, focus on your lower back, getting that much needed and craved rotation. Keep T-spine driving into the ground. Keep your arms driving into the ground. I'd like to breathe out as you're going down. And then hold your breath for a little bit as you come up. Breathe in and then out again as you go back down the other side. 5 more seconds, so probably just 1 rep each way. And rest there. Laying, pushing your knees into your hands like so. We're going to do both at the same time. Just start with the external lift, internal down for 2 reps, and then hold that internal at the bottom and reverse the movement. So with the knees, I want to just focus both legs at the same time. Sat down, just think about like a windscreen wiper in a car with just tibial rotations. Try and keep like femur and thigh bone really, really still. Dig that heel into the ground a little bit. Oh, burny, burny, burny sensations. If you feel the burn in your ankle, that's normal. Just really try and concentrate on your shin bone, top of the knee, or bottom of the knee, top of the shin. Then with just a little bit of a warm up for the knees, and just go full extension and then come down into flexion and just give it a bit of a squeeze. Extension, flexion, squeeze, extension, flexion, big squeeze. Other leg. As you extend, try and keep your like hip flexion, try and keep that knee up nice and high. Ankle cars then, and then we'll get into the dorsiflexion in the first element. So lift your leg off the ground and just do those big, nice circles, trying to keep the shin bone really still now. And just picture that you've got a bit of chalk on the end of your toe, and you're trying to draw the biggest circle you possibly can and make it a perfect circle. Don't slow down, don't speed up. Just do 3 or 4 reps each side. Change legs. Where your body speeds up, or where your body's like, no, just gonna quickly zoom through that bit, that tends to be the bit where you're weaker or you haven't got much movement there or control. So that's why we try and keep it real steady, real slow. And the more intensity you can use internally, the better you're going to get, the more bang for your buck. For me, this bit here, this outer edge on the left hand side, is where I feel the weakest, so I like to just rep out a couple of times. Okay, then keep your legs nice and high in the air. If you want to, you can hold the back of your hamstrings and just really slow, controlled ankle circles, ankle cars. 2 to 3 reps and then change direction. Ooh. Oh, good stuff. Oh yeah. Stay where we are like this. The further away your feet are, the harder it's going to be, I think. Yep. And you're just going to do some toe cars. So lift the big toe, hold and squeeze, back down. Lift the big toe, and just do that 2 more times. 1, 2, keeping the feet exactly still. Try and push big toe into the ground, lift off. All the other toes. 2, 3, 4. Now lift all toes, big toe pushes down as the other toes stay up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now piano key from pinky all the way to big. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, first round of exercises.